Now Ford has a pretty bad oil leak, and the problem seems to be right here, and that's with the oil filter adapter. That gasket was definitely leaking a lot. So we're going to replace that and see where we end up.
This is the gasket we need to replace. It goes in between the block and the oil filter adapter, and these two round holes, these are the oil passages. Now, our gasket had failed and oil was just pouring out. Now, in theory, this is a very simple repair. I mean, you just have to disconnect this sensor, you remove two coolant hoses right over here, and then unbolt these 4 bolts, and the unit just comes right out. It doesn't even fight you. It's a clean and easy break. That's in theory. In practice, for me, this was one of those pain in the ass jobs simply because of access. With this Expedition, I can only regain access through the front, as you see over here. Now from behind, I can see what's going on, but I can't actually reach anything with my hands. And of course, from underneath, there's just enough space to sneak a socket with extensions in there. Up top, you can't even see anything. And I thought about going in through the side if I took off the wheel and the inner fender well, but it just looked like I would not gain any clear access to the oil filter adapter. So through the front we go. Now to break this down into simple steps, step 1 will be to drain the coolant. Step 2, remove the oil filter. Step 3, remove the oil drip tray. Step 4, take an hour or so and try to disconnect the coolant hoses. And jump to step 5, go to the auto parts store to buy one of these tools to remove the band hose clamps. Step 6, finish removing the hoses in under 5 minutes. And step 7, disconnect the sensor. Step 8, remove the 4 bolts, and I can reach them from underneath. And step 9, once you get everything out, inspect and then clean the adapter.
The casting looks pretty good. I don't see too much corrosion. Some of these water pipes have a little bit of corrosion. Some corrosion over here, but it's still pretty thick. So I'm just gonna reinstall this in a block mount.
Putting it back together should be very straightforward and a breeze. The only thing different I did was I used these conventional hose clamps. I did torque the adapter back to the block at 18 foot-pounds per specs I found online. After going a couple of errands, I see that we are still dry and leak-free. Now, previously, this whole area was covered after, just maybe 10 minutes of driving. So right now, we're still dry. I'm going to give this repair 3 or 2, 3 trees, only because it's just a pain in the butt to do. It's actually, a very straightforward repair, nothing fancy about it. It's just access and frustration that makes me want to give it 3 trees. But anyway, it's time to move on.